Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of HBM Mod. Last episode we got started with whatever we're doing right now. Oh right, we're making this guy, the wonderful machine. I forgot what it's called, but I'm dumping all my rubbish into here. Because today we're going to not need rubbish in our inventory, we're going to need all the components in our inventory. Today we're going to need to make a bunch more of the actual stuff for that. And to make that, we're going to go on a bit of an adventure. Slight adventure, don't worry. It turns out we already have fuel. I was not expecting this. Okay, we'll go ahead and switch our weapons out to the GAU 19 12.7 because that's just great. I always love to fly this thing and then see glyphid nests on the way over to where we're going, and then just literally just shoot at them and not actually destroy the glyphid nests themselves. So, watch this. Amazing. Just truly amazing. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, we just killed a bunch of them there. This thing is... I did not expect this weapon to kill them. Anyway, the landing site is just a bit over this way. It's near the old ravine, which we found recent... Well, actually, we went exploring there in a previous episode. We were looking for Stratus, which is right over... If we take a turn... here. And landing is going to be... not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Okay, there we go. Getting out of the chopper will be. Alright, all the gas channels we got, 26 of them. That was not a big adventure at all. That was just a small one, wasn't that? But it's a fun adventure. Fun adventure. Nice break from all the work we've been doing at the base recently. And the time for another strafing run on these guys. That's the wrong gun. Hold on. That's not even a gun at all. That's whatever that is. Steam. What the, that's actually for evasive maneuvers. For distracting the people with the RPGs on the rooftops. Oh, I should do. This is nice. I can actually land on this one right now, because there's nothing there. Alright, let's go, go. Out of the chopper. Oh, I don't have time for you, Mr. Skeleton. I am assaulting a glyphid nest. This is going to be horrific for them. When I dig straight through the nest, and they can't stand a chance. Alright, quick takeoff. A quick takeoff, let's go for it. Is this the right side? Is this... Yes, this one is. Alright. G? Okay, those guys are about to get, like, a bunch of fun. Give me a second to get angled backwards. And, that's pretty good. Oh, those guys too. Get them. Bro does not stand a chance at all. Oh crap. That's a mountain. I love this thing so much. Alright, those guys do now. Alright, out. Holy crap. I hope the helicopter's fine. Bro, it's the whole zombie apocalypse out here. Get out of here. Alright, skedaddle. Alright, that should be it. That should be everything, and all should be well. If we just shove these guys into here, this guy up into here, and we move everything out of the way, we have everything we need now. So this is an industrial generator. This machine, it runs on lubricant and heating oil, or whatever you want to feed it. In this case, we're feeding it heating oil, because that's what it wants. Or, well, that's what I want to give it. I have a lot of that right now, and I don't really need it. Also, these fellas need to just leave me alone, because I do not have time for their funny business today. You've been sentenced to lead poisoning. You too. Oh my. Stop it. I should be flame resistant at this point. So for this guy, we're gonna actually have to set up some of these. Also, we're gonna need exhaust pipes, different pipes, electricity poles. No, not really. Cables. We need more pipes actually. Let's go ahead and make a stack of them. Why not? We should definitely get bauxite processing soon. Also, we're gonna need a barrel, which I have not made one of these in a while. So we're gonna see about doing that today. Okay, so if we take a block of gold, put it there, put some bakelite blocks there, we put some of these here and here, and that gives us the gold capacitor, which is what we're gonna need for the next stage. So as far as I'm aware, the energy that you put into one capacitor on the bus does not get shared between all of the capacitors on said bus. So I can effectively place one of these here, and then I can have cables that run into this guy, like... how are we gonna do this without interfering with the other one that already exists? Please, please stop. You don't need to do that. Nor do you. Oh my, these are the ones that kill you instantly, aren't they? Yep, these are the space zombies. So I can just do a structure like this, and then we're gonna go ahead and take engine lubricant from this guy. Like so. This is gonna be set to engine lubricant. So, what? It's nothing. It's nothing at all. Engine lubricant. There we go. And the things on the bottom are actually kind of new, but like, because we didn't have them in the last playthrough I did of this. We're not hooking in the heating oil just yet because I need to do something else first. And that is going to be making a water barrel. So we have a bunch of water in the backyard. This is from ages ago with the crater when a creeper exploded. So we're gonna put in a water bucket. We're gonna put in another thing. We're gonna put in infinite, that makes an infinite water tank. And with this infinite water tank, then we just shove this guy into here, into there. So this gives you maximum efficiency having the engine lubricant, which is not necessary. You don't actually need this engine lubricant to run one of these guys, but it's recommended because it gives you like super good amounts of energy. It's like ridiculous the amount of energy you're getting. And now it's time to hook in everything. So we're gonna hook in the heating oil now, which is gonna be coming from both of these guys. This guy produces heating oil and diesel. So we're gonna get the diesel guy to run, and also the heating oil stuff. This guy produces heating oil, and this guy also produces heating oil. And so if we send all the heating oil into this, mega energy gets produced. Huge energy. As this fraction tower does its job too. He's yeah, not much energy is gonna. Okay, now we actually need to go. We need to turn this guy off. But yeah, soon we'll be able to turn on the fracking tower permanently, which is gonna be nice. In fact, I think we're gonna do so right now. Let me turn off this. Let me turn this off, please. All right. What? No, give me the cable. There we go. All right, so that should basically mean if I just press this button here, ignition is going to run, and then the tower over there. Well, oh no, I forgot one other thing. Is that this guy needs to be hooked into the exhaust grid. And in fact, these do work on him now, which they used to not work for some reason. I could not tell you why, but yeah, it's quite handy now that you can actually use these on them. Makes them actually nice because now I can produce a lot more of the exhaust over there. Speaking of that guy, what the heck is going on over there? Well, like, what? How much stuff have we produced? Because I'm pretty sure I actually put the firebox underneath it, so I've not been over here in a while to check, so I have absolutely no clue how much it's produced. You can see how much area is going to be turned into a wasteland by our fracking tower, so that's amazing. That's honestly, oh my gosh, so much stuff has been produced. So these flowers here, these are not regular flowers, but what you can do with these is you can actually plant them on that dying dirt next to water, and then they grow, and then you can harvest them. For example, right here is a good spot to plant one, and then there's one right over here, which is a good spot to plant one, and that's basically it. And this guy's out of energy now, so we have to cut him off. We have to shut him down, which is fine. So we're gonna redo the oil setup, so that way we can have the new oil being processed here. Wow, that's amazing. And we're gonna do this with an industrial boiler. So this guy takes 8 cast steel plates, which is 8 times 3 is 24. So to do 24, you actually just go like that. Boom. That is 24. Magic for you. Alright, so we're gonna make some polymer bars. The greatest type of bars. Nice. There we go, 2 of them. Okay, that should be all of the hard stuff out of the way. And then we have to do 8 of these guys. 1, 2. And that should basically be everything out of the way other than the cast steel, which we now have. And industrial boiler it is. Here we go. Industrial boiler. Finally, at long last, we got it. So this guy Works just like the regular boiler, except it does not explode. So good, so good. Oil. And you want to set this guy to just crude oil, and then boom. He also has more inputs on him, so it's much better to use this guy. Alright, so now we're going to start piping everything over, and I'm pretty sure to get this exactly where I want it, we're going to have to shoot for like right about there. So, wait, no, that's not it, that's not it. Probably like somewhere right there, and we are very close there. So just like a few more blocks in this direction, and we just go this way. And that took under 64 pipes, which was nice, because I can just slap it now, and it just works. And so there's a simple machine called a switch that we can make that will allow us to basically switch the power. So you make it with one of these coated red cables and a lever. It gives you a manual switch. Oh wait, that does not work, does it? That does that? What? How do you make a switch then? Cable. It looks like you just take a cable and then you... Oh, okay, you add we're gonna add redstone to this one, because I am going to make a redstone system for this. And this should supply power to this guy while he generates more crude oil, powering himself, basically, which is nice. We also need to add a petroleum pipe, which takes petroleum over to the plant. Alright, so the petroleum gas pipe should basically be done, and it's going to send petroleum all the way back over to the fracking tower, powering the refinery. So you may have noticed we're producing a bunch of natural gas, which is used to make rubber. It's one of the few ways of getting rubber is through natural gas. So we're gonna need a new cracking tower for this guy. Actually, we're gonna process our coltan right now. We're going to process coltan through the machines. We're gonna process some of it for niobium. 7 of these will give us about 14 pieces, and that's probably equal parts niobium. Actually, I'm gonna go like that. We are going to need electrolysis, cryo-electrolysis. Who cares? We're just shoving that in there. Alright, so this should make the oxygen and hydrogen and stuff that we're gonna need, right? Takes 8,000 water to do one set. Holy crap. I did not know it was that intense on water production. Dang. You really need to get one of them big pumps for this guy. Peroxide is the next one, so we're gonna process this guy like so. This one's actually not expensive at all. This one just this is something you do regularly. This guy, you do them all the time. Eventually, we're going to have a chemical factory set up for producing all of this, like oxygen, hydrogen, all of the different chemicals that we can produce with water, because it is just such an important thing that we need. So, coltan purifying is the way you get this wonderful substance. So, we shove that in there, and it's going to clear everything out, right? Now, it takes just a less hydrogen peroxide than it does hydrogen, but that's fine. Gives you dust, water, all kinds of good stuff. Well, the dust is absolute garbage, but the rest of it... Huh? Where did my stuff go? Wait, what? What did I do with it? What? Oh, here it is! Thank goodness! Dude, I thought I just turned it into scrap or something. That would have been absolutely awful. Coal powder is another thing we're gonna need, and we just shove that in a box here. Oh, it just does it with coal powder. It doesn't need anything else. Wait, what is it? What is this? Percent chance or something? Oh no, it's shooting all the stuff into this box. That's what it's doing right here. The dust does not get sent over for some reason, which is interesting, because that essentially means you could just have a line of these guys and they would work. It would just work. Main reason for doing this is the niobium. It's just free niobium. Now, as intended, we're gonna go tear down this tower because it's existed for a very long time, and honestly, I can easily tear it down right now. We're gonna go ahead and set it to AOE 2. Wow, what an interesting name for a tool. But now we're just gonna tear out the tower. Oh, there's actually still cables in here. I was looking for cables earlier in this tower, and I did not think there was going to be any. Okay. Well, I guess it's going to be, we're just going to tear down the rest of the tower. That's good. I think that's quite enough, tearing down. Alright, nice. We got enough for a solar boiler, too, which is going to be used to power this guy. We have, extra stuff over at the other place, but we'll get that in a second. For Polymer / Bakelite, which, either one works, but we have 12 Bakelite right here. To Niobium, several thanks. Wait, the Niobium comes afterwards, because it's much harder. One last thing we need for this is going to be titanium plates, so we're gonna need 4 of them. And then that's basically the entire tower just finished in no time at all. Yeah, once I got started going on this guy, I was not stopping. Nice, that should make like 1 and hopefully no more. What is this? Lithium crystals. What do you do with that? When you you get fluorite from this. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I did not know you could actually get those fluorite from lithium crystals. Fluorite's gonna be coming in handy real soon, if you know what I mean. Alright, so this cracking tower is going to be for natural gas. Now, natural gas is kind of useful on its own. However, we'll get more of this eventually. We don't really need it right now. Now, do we? We actually, for coltan processing, for getting the niobium from it, we don't even need it at all. But we do need this for the Xernox. If we ever decide to build the Xernox, I don't think we are. Xernox is annoying. I mean, yeah, it doesn't explode ever, but it's just kind of, I don't want to make it. The cheap alternative that produces way more energy is called RBMK, Chernobyl style. So, we're gonna make the actual solar boiler for this guy. The reason being is that I kind of like solar energy for powering all of these different machines. It's a pretty good method of powering the cracking tower, is with the solar power. Alright, so to build a solar boiler setup, what we're gonna do is we're just simply going to take a bit of this. We're just gonna set up these guys, and then we're gonna place one right there temporarily so I can install the boiler. And once we remove this, it'll look pretty good. Doesn't that look good? That looks kind of good. Here, let's get that out of here. That looks pretty good, don't it? And so this right here is going to take in our steam, or actually it's going to give us the water. So that's going to be our water source. We're going to set this guy to water, put in water, and then we're going to set this guy to output water into the system, and then it should just do its thing. And I'm going to try something new where I'm this time going to use one of these guys for steam, so that way I don't have to, like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like this is an interesting idea, because then I could run it for longer. If it can store steam, I could have it run overnight too. Alright, so all I should have to do now is just simply turn on the machine with a wrench, which is hiding in this box. This box, this one? Which one is it in? It's gotta be in one of them. I did use it pretty recently. Maybe it ended up in one of these guys. I found it. It was in one of those chests. And now we're cracking natural gas into petroleum. And everything's good, basically. Except we forgot to turn this guy to water. And this guy needs to be outputting into them. Okay. So we're gonna take that guy off now, because I don't think we need that much. Alright, let's see what's going on here. How much steam has it got? Okay, it's got enough. And then we just place this guy over here with a water tank. Nice. This produces petroleum gas and unsaturated hydrocarbons, which are both used to make rubber. And those plants that we planted a while ago have since grown and are ready to be harvested. And if we plant them again, we can just keep planting them down this bankside, and they will eventually grow up and give us mustard willow leaves, which if you press F1, it tells you all about it using this fancy API, which is very advanced and quite nice. It's one of a kind, I think. Anyway, I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed today's episode, then please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them down below. I'll see you all next time, and goodbye.